Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, E-Steam The Sands of Time. It's action and adventure in ancient Egypt in this terrific teen time travel romance. Get your copy of E-Steam The Sands of Time at your favorite online bookseller today.
In the aftermath of that incident in the Florida McDonald's where the black cashier was assaulted by that beta white male, we have calls by black women for black men to step up and protect black women. Now, most of these black women have grown up in a culture of white feminism, and they have taken for granted the ability of black men to go out here and protect them because they could always call 911 on the same black men they demonized and said were no good for over 50 years. And in that 50 years, as they have enjoyed protections by the government's police departments, they think that they can just go out here and get the protection of black men without any sort of condition, when that has never been the case at all. In any civilization, in order to receive the protection of men, those men have to receive a condition from the women. And that condition is the intangible of submission, because in order for those men to have a reason to protect those women, they have to have the guarantee and assurance that those women will submit to them, submit to their leadership, and submit to their authority. Once they have that submission under their terms, they then have a reason to protect those women. And this is something your black woman just doesn't understand, because over the last 50 years, as she has lived in this feminist America, this gynocentric America, where she has received protection from beta white males, she has taken her life for granted. And now that she is now being attacked by these white men, like at that McDonald's, the Asian man, like in Texas, who punched her in the face, or those Asian women who beat up the black women in the nail salon, we now have black women realizing that once they forsook their black man, now they are extremely vulnerable to attack by other foreign entities, and now they sit there and want to talk about how they need protection from black men. And I'm sorry, again, you do not get protection from black men without the exchange of submission, because in order for that man to have a reason to go out here and stand up for you, he needs you to stand with him. Unfortunately, most black women's alliances have been to white supremacy and the government and the feminist culture. And because they have submitted and made alliance with the white man and white supremacy, they thought they would have that same equal protection that that white woman was given under white supremacy. And this is the mistake your black female has made over the last 50 years, and taken for granted that she would continue to receive the exact same protection she would receive under feminism, gynocentrism, and white supremacy. But these days, now these white men and these other men are now showing their true colors, and now she wants to go back to the black community and talk to black men about protection, all while she continues spouting the same strong, independent black woman rhetoric. And that's not going to work. Again, if a man is going to offer his protection, he's only going to offer his protection to a woman who will follow his lead, a woman who will submit to his authority, and a woman who will do as she is told. That woman is one he will see as having a value enough to protect and that is a woman he will see as valuable enough to stand up for, because she is standing up with him. Because she stands with him, he will stand up for her. So when it comes down to most of these black women, they want to go out here and stand with the feminist movement. They want to stand with the white supremacists. They want to stand with these white racists. And then when those white racists and these other outsiders go out of their way to show her her place by abusing her, then she wants to run to the black man. And I'm sorry, that's not what any woman can do. That's what happens when a woman is cast out. Because again, the black woman doesn't understand her place in white supremacy society. In white supremacy society, she is considered less than that white woman. The white woman is the one that white man is going to protect. The Asian woman is the one the Asian man is going to protect. The Hispanic woman is the one the Hispanic man is going to protect. And the Arab woman is the woman the Arab man is going to protect. Because in their cultures and civilizations, those women who start talking this rhetoric about strong and independent and don't need no man, usually they cast those people out of their societies and they do not offer them their protection. And as those women wander in the wilderness, what they do is they come to the black community and then they submit to black men, and that's how they wind up receiving protection from black men. But your black woman does not understand the concept of submission, because she has grown up learning the culture of feminism, and that culture of feminism has taught her she does not need to submit to a man, she does not need to submit to male authority, nor does she need to follow male leadership. And because she believes she does not have to submit to male authority and male leadership, and she can do bad all by herself, this is why she has been left vulnerable to these predators, and now these predators are now targeting her for termination. Now that they see that they've gotten all the resources they want out of this black woman, while they don't see this black woman as valuable enough to tolerate anymore, because that's what those white men, those Hispanic men, those Arab men, those Indian men, and those Asian men were doing. They were tolerating her to get her resources, and now that she has now outlived her usefulness, now they show their true colors and express their contempt for her. And this is why they can abuse her, because they do not see her on the same level as they see their women. They see her as less than their women. So that's why they go out of their way to abuse this black woman at every turn that they have. And the reason why they do that, again, is because they do not respect black women. They do not regard black women, because those, as they see it, are not their women. They are not under their protection, and they have no reason to protect them, because this is not a woman who is of their race or of their culture. And this is the great mistake your black woman made back in the 60s when she sided with the white feminist movement, is believing that she could be the equal to that white woman and that she would receive equal protection under white supremacy from that white woman. And that was not something she was going to ever get at all from that white man or that white woman, who only wanted to divide and conquer the black community so they could get control over the black economy. And now that they've gotten control over the black economy, they have no need for loudmouth black women. So now this is why they feel comfortable about abusing black women. And now those black women, again, because they have no men to protect them, now they are extremely vulnerable, because they've spent 50 years emasculating the black boys and turning them into weak beta males, and they have spent years alienating black men. Now they have no protection, But unfortunately, they don't realize what they did to themselves, and they don't realize the damage they've done to themselves now, because now they are a woman without a group of men to protect them, and those men, again, have no reason to protect her because this black woman is unappreciative, ungrateful, and disrespectful, and no man, again, is going to go out of his way to stand up for a woman who stands against him as a rival, a competitor, and a traitor in some cases, because in order, again, to receive protection from those men not only need the intangible of submission to black male leadership and black male authority, they need to see these black women showing respect to those black men, because if they showed respect to those black men, they would show how they reciprocate their love and value for those black men. But because your black women spent 50 years deifying, worshiping, and praising white men, this is why other races don't see the value in black women, and this is why they treat her like a slave right now, because she did not value her black man, and now other races of men don't see her as valuable enough to respect, and her own men don't see her as someone they want to protect. Because again, in order to receive protection from black men need to see this black woman showing them respect by submitting to their leadership, submitting to their authority, and showing how they will follow the leadership and authority of those men. Because once they stand by their men, those men then have a reason to stand up against these foreigners who come into their community and stand up against these white men. This is something your black woman doesn't understand, because again, she both still wants to hold on to these failed tenets of white feminism and doesn't understand that the whole concept of feminism is a white lesbian social construct, a construct that is not constructive for the building of a heterosexual black community. Because in order for you to have a strong black community, you need a black man and a black woman working together, and it's only with that black man and that black woman standing together that you can have a strong black community. And that's something, again, that was not taught in your black community, because the moral position of our women has fallen so low that they don't see a value in black, they don't see a beauty in black, and they don't see a worth to being black. And again, when you don't see a value in yourself, you send a message to others that they don't need to value you, and because they don't need to value you, they can go out here and abuse you. And this is, again, the black woman, as Akwesi 100 said in his classic video, black woman's chickens coming home to roost. And those chickens are coming home to roost because she threw her black man away, and now that she doesn't have her black man, she is now vulnerable to being targeted by all of these predators who now see her as prey, and now they are getting ready to prey on her and try to destroy her, because they know that she has no way to defend herself from these men. They know she has no way to defend her community. And those beta males, these effeminate beta males who call themselves thugs, gang members, these men are so weak. These men are no threat to these white men, these Arab men, these Asian men, and these Indian men. They know they don't have to worry about any danger from these men, because these men have been effeminized and emasculated. So they know that there is no protection in the black community. But again, the only way you can get protection for a black woman is for that black woman, and I will say it once again because repetition is the mother of skill, is for black women to submit to black male leadership, black male authority, and follow the lead of black men. But because your black woman wants to be a white woman and wants to submit to white feminism, this is why she won't receive any protection. Again, protection is not something that you're going to get without a condition, and that condition is submission. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon or PayPal by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to read more about men's issues, like learning why 70% of black women are single, you can pick up that ebook on Amazon.com along with my other men's issues books like Stop Simping in the Workplace, Manginas, They Look Like Men But They Act Like Ladies, and the Misadventures of Captain Save-A-Ho, along with the more recent Man Crisis book on Amazon.com by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.